Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Badra Ali. Welcome back to another vlog. I'm 5 weeks out of my competition. Today we're gonna be benching on command and getting tips from an advanced bencher. Let's get it. So when benching, you want to make sure your butt's not all the way down on the bench, you know? You want to make sure it's like a slight tap. Leg driving is like pushing yourself back, right? A lot of people make the mistake of just pushing up. No, you're supposed to, slightly push up and then push back to the rack while you're pushing. Make sure your legs are active at all times. Another thing is, make sure your scapulas are slightly closed. I wouldn't recommend to close it all the way because it feels uncomfortable for most people. So I would do a slight close like this. Your chest is up. Have a nice arch. Want to make sure that's there. Another mistake people do is not push the bar to the rack. So make sure you push the bar to the rack at all times. Don't just drink because it's not good for your shoulders. Drive, you want to make sure you're pressing your feet into the ground. While you're doing that, you're pressing and then you're pushing back. So, to the rack. Also recommend to land the bar here because it does decrease the range of motion and you can be stronger over time. Or you can do it here. Most people are comfortable with that, like me. So, I would do that. I think I could do 375 on my own. Solid 406 pounds, bro. Yeah, that was easy. I told him I got it, man. I know this is a vlog that's chill. I'm not too hyped. It's the mood, the diet. I'm in ketosis right now, and I still got it. Let's go, too easy.
Your back down work, I'm making you hold the first rep for 4 seconds, which is longer than meet days. The purpose is to get you to prepare for confidence, right? Because when you go to your tips on bench press, they're gonna make you hold it for at least 3 seconds. So the fact that we're holding it longer in training is gonna prepare you for meet days. So that way it's effortless. Because you wanna make training harder than meet days. So that way you're well prepared ahead of time. That's the whole goal. So
That 405 was great. Not bad.
You got more, man.
I had more.
On a better day, you definitely have another record to say, man. But that was comp standard, and that was very solid. So let's keep that up, man. Keep that up.
So this is the 500-pound bencher. How long have you been benching?
Well, we up and coming, man. We getting there. You feel me? Well, what you got? What you want to know?
Shit, a lot of questions to ask. So, like, how do you know, like, you were so good at benching?
Well, I knew I was going to be a great bencher, you know, based on my rate of progress from 4 years ago when I started at LA Fitness. Basically, my first day in the gym, my max was like 195, and then the week after that, I hit like 205, then the week after that, 215, and I was progressing really, really fast. So I'm like, shit. And I knew that wasn't normal because, you know, bench, you know, for most people, it takes a long time to progress. And for me, my progress was going just crazy, right? But at the same time, I was training smart. You know, I did a lot of research on the lift, and I could just tell, like, okay, this is my lift right here. Like, I know, like, I had the potential to do something great. So that's like, this is like the one lift that I focus like the most on, right? You know, squats and deads are still progressive, but bench is like definitely my favorite lift. And in the future, man, there's no telling what I'm gonna like do.
Bro,
so I'm definitely excited for that, and we're just gonna keep on moving forward, you know? So,
you made that top set look easy, bro. That shit's
easy,
crazy.
baby, easy. You know? So,
yeah, I was struggling with 135 at first, some of my long ass arms, but this guy was progressing like crazy. Anyways, I got one more question. Sure. So, like, what are some techniques that will help you get strong on bench? You know?
So the most important thing is a constant leg drive, because if you're not using constant leg drive, your arch is gonna be collapsed, right? The purpose of leg drive is keep your chest up, so that way you can transfer more force. Also, another thing is how you grip in the bar. You want to grip in the lowest part of your palm to transfer more force, right? If you grip it too high and you go heavy, the bar can kind of roll, and you don't want that. You're leaking force. So technique is very, very important. You know, you also want to make sure your back is super tight. You know, keep your arms locked up. You want everything nice and stacked under the bar, you know? And what else? Make sure your chest is up the whole time. When you bring the weight down, you want your chest to meet the bar, basically. Like that. And if you're not applying constant leg drive, your arch is going to be collapsed, which you don't want. That's the key right there.
But also, you gotta figure out your rack height. So me and him, we share this rack height right here.
Yeah, rack height is definitely important. That's one thing I've struggled with in the past, and literally the right rack height, that literally added pounds to my bench press. As crazy as that sounds. So yeah, bench is really, really a technical lift, and it took me years to really master my form. There was one point where I thought I knew it all. I thought, I'm good, I'm solid, but nah, there was still more to learn. So that's why doing research is very important. You know, that's how you get strong, you know? Smooth, baby.
Track your progression too.
Track your progression.
Alright guys, so leg drive. I know a lot of people think leg drive is just like this, pushing your butt up. No, it's actually first, you gotta push your feet into the floor, right? Keep it there, push your feet. And push yourself back like this. The whole time while you're pressing your feet into the floor. And you want to make sure to get a nice arch. Push back.
Yeah, that's basically bracing. Bracing on bench is a lot different than squats and deads. You know, because obviously bench press, we're trying to basically reduce the range of motion by keeping our chest up, right? You know, it's different than squats and deads. You know, because, you know, in powerlifting, we want to lift the most amount of weight. So we're able to do that by improving our leverages. And like I said, by breathing before the unrack, expand your stomach, right? And it might be 1 or 2 inches, but that's a lot. When you're benching really, really heavy weights, you're cutting the range of motion. Even if it's about 1 or 2 inches, which is very, very important to lift the most amount of weight possible. Because if you're not doing that, you're not going to be as strong as you can be. That's why we set up the way we set up.
Yeah, it's like, you know, getting punched in the stomach, so just gotta keep it tight.
Yeah, just make sure
just
you
breathe through it.
breathe before the unwrap. And wearing a belt helps with this tremendously because when you wear a belt, it just makes your core super, super tight. Especially when you breathe before the unwrap. So it makes like me feel like an empty bar. Like when I'm racing, I'll show you. So right before I unwrap weight, I'm taking a deep breath. You want to hold it. When you bring the weight down, you want your chest to beat the bar. It's like that. And that's going to make you more explosive because you're super tight down here. It all starts from down here. All right, so I'm going to show you guys my current setup for bench press. Basically, this is how I set up. Basically, I'm setting my bar. I'm trying to get most of my weight onto my upper traps and upper back. That's why I'm doing this, right? And basically my neck, my chin is touching my chest, so I'm like this, right? I'm setting myself up in a decline position, and then I'm gonna set my grip. So when I'm setting my grip, I wanna make sure that that bar is in the lowest part of my palm. So like that. I'm wedging that bar in my low palm, I'm knocking my thumbs in, and I'm squeezing that bar tight, right? And the purpose of this is to get better force transfer when you go heavy. So when I put my feet down, I'm still pushing back. I'm applying constant leg drive the whole time. If I'm not pushing back, then I'm gonna relax, and you don't want that. When you're pushing back the whole time, your chest is gonna be up, right? So the most important thing at this point is before unracking, take a deep breath. Hold it. I'm tight right now. You want to constantly push it back. Like I said, if you're not pushing back, you're going to be collapsed like that. You don't want that. So when I'm applying constant leg drive, I'm pushing my feet forward to keep my chest up, right? When you bring that weight down, you want your chest to hit the bar or something like that. Just like that. Just like that.
Shit look like a jab, damn.
Just like that.
Yes, sir.
You want to apply constant leg drive, and that's pretty much it.
Sir.
Another mistake that people make while benching is timing their leg drive. What I mean by that is instead of just setting it up like normal, instead of them doing this, instead of them applying constant leg drive, what they're doing is this. See how the butt comes up? You don't want to do that. Some people do that.
Make sure your butt's touching the bench.
Like that. You don't want to time your leg drop. Just keep that constant push back with your feet and just maintain it. I'm not lifting my butt up. I'm not doing this. That's not going to be conducive to lifting heavier weights. You want to keep that constant leg drop. Timing your leg drop is what I just showed you, which is lifting your butt up the whole time at the front. I've seen people do that before in the past, and that's honestly not the best way to bench. If you want to bench long term and bench like that.
And so, yeah, don't brace like those coaches at school. When the bar gets down on your chest, you don't want to release all your breath right away. No, you want to make sure after you're done, you know, landing the bar here, you push it up, you let go of your breath, and then you brace again, and then you go back, do the same thing again. So that's what
another thing doing rep work. They breathe after each rep. You don't want to breathe. You want to try to hold your breath as long as possible because that's going to ensure you stay tight throughout the whole setup. So the biggest mistake you can make is doing this.
Okay. I'll ask some questions on this. They're mine. I got you. I'll let you know what they say. I'll be back.
You don't want to do that. You don't want to breathe between each rep. You want to just take one breath before you unrack the weight and hold it. If you're doing more than 5 reps, it's okay to take a breath, but don't keep doing it after every rep. So like, because you're gonna be loose. You don't want to be loose.
Sir.
I see people do that all the time, and that's the worst mistake. Because you're gonna lose your tightness if you do that. That's why I take literally one breath and I'll hold it for as long as I can. If I get tired, I'll take another breath if I have to, but I'm gonna hold it after that because I don't want to lose that tightness. That's the key.
Hand placement on the bar. Like, I know people are different, so what I do is just, you know, follow the rings. That helps me, you know.
Keep a nice even grip placement on the bar, so you can use the knurling and the smooth to your advantage. So some people, they might be close grip, so you want to keep your thumb between the smooth and the knurling. Personally, for me, I'm pinky on the ring, so I'm lining my pinkies up with the ring. I'm keeping my grip nice and even. You don't want to just put one hand right here and one hand like that because you're going to be uneven. And when you go super, super heavy, that's going to limit the amount of weight you can push if you're uneven. So you want to make sure everything's even and start.
All right, what we doing is...
So for my next accessory movement, I'm doing high incline but with my feet up. We're doing it dumbbell style, right? And the purpose is, so we're not using momentum to get the weight up, meaning our ass coming up to get the weight up, right? And this is going to really, really humble you, but that's the purpose of it. Is to build the upper chest and the interior delts. Because whenever you use momentum, you're not going to really be as effective when it comes to getting stronger and building muscle. So, and it humbles you, right? And it forces you to, like, you know, use that mind-muscle connection because, you know, we're not using momentum to get the weight up. We're just pausing it. And I'm doing the pause too. Pausing is really, really good with this variation because you're basically getting more out of less weight. You don't have to go extremely heavy on it. So, that's it.
You know why? I'm not used to dumbbell work because I hate the fact that I have to kick it up all the time.
You can start off light. You don't have to start off too heavy.
It's alright, I got it. This man's doing 100 pounds? What is that? I was about to say. Yeah, I'm blind as shit.
Let's go, Walid. Let's get it. Remember, feet up and pause. Let's go, Walid. 1, 2. Pause longer. Come on, 3, come on. 4, 5, there you go. 6, 7, there you go. 8, nice. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Got it. Push it. So you got more than you? Easy.
Pause it. 2, 3, come on. 4, 5, there you go. 6, come on. 7, come on. 8, come on. Now, one more. That's what I'm fucking talking about, baby. Yes, sir.
Let's go. Sir is. Easy.
Let's go, Ali. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 more. 5, come on. 6, almost there. 7, one more. 8, yes sir. 9, come on. 10. That's good, bro. Shit. Come on. That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Next.
Next, we're doing some face pulls. Basically, we're gonna be targeting the upper back and rear delts. And usually after my bench sessions, I like targeting back because whenever you're benching, we're doing that suppressing motion, right? So whatever movement we're doing, we want to do the opposite side. So that's gonna be back. So I generally like training my back just to make sure everything's nice and even. Because if you do like a lot of pressing but not enough pulling, over time that could affect your posture, right? You're gonna be slumped like that forward. And we don't want this. We want to be nice and balanced. We want to have a nice balance between the front and the back. That's why I like training my back after my bench sessions. And it's gonna keep you injury free in the long run, which is key. We want to stay healthy. We want to have a healthy shoulder and rotator cuff. So that's why we want our back to be stronger than our front. And that's gonna allow us to be healthy and be stronger over time. So.
Sure, let's get it.
Look at them delts, though. Sheesh. Bro, this lighting crazy.
See them delts, there you go. Yes, sir. There you go.